Welcome to the channel, my friends. This is George McKim Photos. I am George McKim. This is episode number 8. This episode is going to be all about this rather heavy book right here, Sticks and Stones by Lee Friedlander. And I have just one question for you all, my friends. Do you like the work of Lee Friedlander? Do you think this is a good book? Do you think Lee Friedlander is one of the greatest American photographers of the past 50 years, 75 years? Let me know. Let me know something in the comments. Do you like his work? Do you think he's a great photographer? Let me know. I'm dying to know. Okay. I'm going to show you some photographs from this book. There are about 200 photos in this book. I'm going to show you maybe 20, in this episode. There'll be other episodes. Don't you worry. I'm going to show you some photos, and since I'm not a photo critic, I'm not a photography critic, I'm going to read something from the back of this book back here by a person named James Inyart. James is a photography critic, and he writes very eloquently about this book and about Lee Friedlander's photography work. So while you're marveling at the photography, I'll be reading a little excerpt from his article here. So have a nice day, and see you on the other side. Like a Friend Who Is Not Perfect by James Inyart. No living artist is more in touch with the look and feel of American towns and cities than Lee Friedlander. For over 40 years, he has photographed within their boundaries, seeing beyond the all-too recognizable tableau carved out by the daily living of generation after generation. The photographs contained in this book, made during the past 15 years, offer special insights into the architectural integrity of our particularly American manifestation of the environment. They give us new ways of looking at ourselves by liberating ordinary urban scenes from prevailing aesthetic prejudices and treat the essences of urban and rural architectural qualities as subjects of equal interest, whether they represent the modest statements of vernacular buildings or the grand and inspiring claims of success made by high-rises and skyscrapers. These pictures render transparent our tendency to generalize the nature of things. Friedlander's unique way of seeing the world has allowed him to create photographs about what people do not see and to show them what he has seen. There is no artistic arrogance here. To the contrary, he prefers not to be the subject of essays, not to be the hero, and for those who would attempt to explain his photographs, he counsels that they do just that, write about the work and not him. What Friedlander shows us is always transformative, like when he presented mundane little televisions in bleak motel rooms, giving them positions of significance so that we might see their awful beauty. In those early 1960 photographs from his social landscape days, as Walker Evans characterized them, stinging and toughly amusing, bitterly funny observations, Friedlander was not probing our societal values any more than he is today with his architectural views. He was instead using his way of seeing to transform the ignominy of those social landmarks into something of artistic value, leaving behind enhanced opportunities for others to ponder social meaning. Such was also the case with another kind of landmark subject, but on a grand scale. In his quest for the American Monument, which took decades of traveling throughout the United States, Lee Friedlander made over 1,000 finished images. He slowly pieced together a new way of looking and appreciating the largely anonymous statues and installations that commemorate American history locally, regionally, and nationally. Sometimes his vision revealed moments of glory and sometimes shame, other times irony or humor. Never satisfied, he continues to this day to keep his senses tuned in an ambient kind of way for new monuments in new locations with new twists of meaning and circumstance. This is Friedlander's way of working. He travels regularly to various regions of the country, making extended visits and return visits by car whenever possible to cities and towns that over the years have yielded fertile ground for his vision. He describes these widely ranging urban sojourns, which allow him to walk and drive through a honeycomb of intimate portals, streets, roads, alleys, sidewalks, backyards, and grand avenues, as a never-ending attachment to something that he says feels like a friend who is not perfect. There is in this statement a sense of the real world that is unblemished by romanticized notions of human nature or urban America.